Here's your WNEM TV5 News Update.
Good morning, I'm Maggie Estrada. Here's a look now at the top stories we're following today. Cold weather is here to stay this week. Warming resources in Genesee County are available through Catholic Charities Center for Hope, My Brother's Keeper, Carriagetown Ministries, and Shelter of Flint. Health leaders also urge people to check on neighbors and loved ones during the cold. And help is also available for those who need a warm place to stay right here in Saginaw. Rescue Ministries provides shelter for up to 230 people per night over at the City Rescue Mission located on East Genesee and Burt. Now, the Rescue Mission also gives away hats, coats, and gloves for anyone to take when they leave. And if wedding bells are in your future, well, there's a chance to get inspired in Saginaw. The Abley Greenhouse and Garden Center is hosting a wedding expo, bringing together local vendors to help couples plan their big day. Now get this, the first 50 brides who walk through the door will receive a free gift. The expo runs from 12:30 this afternoon until 3:30. United Way is honoring Martin Luther King Jr. Day with a community day of service in Flint. On Monday, a total of 800 volunteers will gather at the Door Event Center to pack up 200,000 meals for local food pantries, helping families across the area. The event runs from 9 until 1 o'clock. Now here's Stone with a look at your forecast.
Well, lake effect snow chances have continued to be a sight here across mid-Michigan. They're not the most widespread, but just enough that you will have some falling from the sky today. Now, highs for this afternoon are going to be right back into the mid-20s. There will be a few upper 20s, but definitely one of the warmer days we're going to see here over the next week or so as a cold Arctic air starts to push into mid-Michigan. By the time we wake up Monday morning, we're going to feel that Arctic air and feel those temperatures back into the teens. Feels like temperatures definitely a factor into the new work week, and that is because our wind continues to be a factor. Here's your wind gust this evening. This is at 7 p.m. tonight from the south-southwest, 15 to 25. So not the strongest winds out there. Will continue to increase through the night Sunday, and by the time we get out Monday afternoon, winds will be out of the north-northwest at 30 to 40 miles per hour. So any fresh snow that we get tonight into tomorrow morning will have blowing snow developments, so that will be a concern. So if we also have difficult travel conditions because of slick roads, we'll also have reduced visibilities because of that blowing snow. It calms down a little bit into Monday night, but still out of the west-northwest at 15 to 30 miles per hour. So looks to be something we're going to notice on and off for a majority of the new work week. Now your lows for tonight into Monday morning are right back into the teens. Again, that Arctic air starts to move in later into today and tonight. That's what drops us back into the teens. And then your highs for Monday are not much warmer. Upper teens, you may catch a few lower 20s in there, but for the most part, it looks to be a cold start to the week. And like I mentioned before, with winds increasing up to 40 miles per hour, wind chills will be near or below zero. So you're going to need to be bundled up if you have to be outdoors for a longer period of time. And we can see that's just a theme for this week. Lows for Monday night into Tuesday morning, single digits. So we'll continue to see those wind chills below zero. There's that little bit of recovery into the midweek, but by the end of the week into next weekend, well, our lows are right back into the single digits and below zero. That Arctic air continues to filter into mid-Michigan as we get through a majority of next week. Now let's take a look at your hour by hour. Like I've mentioned, lake effect snow continuing to be a sight. It's not the most widespread, and it's not going to be the heaviest snow, but it's just enough that you could notice it at times, and looks to increase its coverage as we get through the evening tonight into tomorrow morning. So that's why we will have some accumulations. And there have been a few weather models that have been trying to push more lake effect snow into that 127 corridor and our northern counties as we get through Sunday night into Monday morning. So that's something we'll have to just keep an eye out. And again, maybe expanding coverage even more as we get through midday Monday. In terms of snowfall accumulations, this is for this afternoon through Monday afternoon. You're going to be looking at 2 to 5 for areas like Roscommon and Ogama County into northern Clare and Gladwin, and then 1 to 3 possible for the rest of mid-Michigan. Your 7-day forecast, well, that shows temperatures in the teens for Monday and Tuesday. That snow chance as well. We'll get the 20s on Wednesday with another chance of snow, but we're back into the teens by the end of the week with more isolated snow chances.
Remember to tune into WNEM TV5 on air and online 24/7 for the latest news, weather, and information.